black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black daughter's life.
And everybody's flawed. All men are flawed. And I don't mean to drag him through the mud for this video right here with his child coming out, but I mean, it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me at all. Like, that's who I feel like Dr. Umar is. Now, do I think Dr. Umar dropped some gems and jewels? Yes, I do. Do I think that he can be a service to the community? Yes, I do. But do I feel like Dr. Umar is a hustler? Yes, I do. Do I... Listen, I'm going to let her talk before I say any more. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to let her say what she needs to say. I'm a little behind on this.
I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite, and it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter, but I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Dr. Umar reps the black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Y'all, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him because my biological father couldn't even do that.
I need y'all to stay focused. I appreciate those of y'all who are standing, fighting for me. I appreciate the love, but we're going to let all the negativity cycle through. We're not feeding into it no more. Positive vibrations. We're in the new year. Black History Month just ended. This is Black March. Positive vibrations. That's all we're going to do. Everybody who want to throw this and throw that, and let them do it. I'm not worried about that. Let them do it. We're going to do what we got to do. You feel me? So everybody stay focused. Everybody stay blessed. And we're going to do what we need to do. We got to build, y'all. We got to build. Stay focused. Don't let the evil take us. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it. Please stay on your side. No more frenemies. I don't want no more frenemies. Either with me or you not. Let's do what we got to do. Black Queens forever. Snow Bunny.
I'm gonna stop it there. He kind of went nuts on Instagram too. To baby girl, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I don't think she lying. Dr. Umar give me those vibes. I don't think she lying. And I'm not here to just bash Dr. Umar. I know who he is. I know what I'm looking at when I see Dr. Umar, when I see Polite, when I see a lot of those people that used to be on Sinetta TV. I know what I'm looking at. A lot of people in the black community, especially in the woke community, the Pan-African community, they want to believe in these people so much that they miss a lot of red flags, that you looking at the same hustlers that you claim the preachers in the pulpit are. And that's what Dr. Umar One of his first video was about the preachers in the church, and he the same way. He's a panderer. He's a panderer. That's what he is. Now, he went on to say in one of his texts about, he kind of stayed away from his daughter, or he doesn't have a relationship with his daughters for a reason. And one of those, he said, was a strained relationship with the mother. And I understand it. If that's true, speak on that sometime too, because you speak very well about relationships, about, couples and marriage. And you speak very well on that, Dr. Umar. Speak on that too. Because you also speak about men fighting to be in their kids' lives. And it don't seem like that's what you did. Now, if it's hard because the mother is hostile, she is somebody that you very disagreeable, that you can't get, good contact with and have sensible conversations and meetings with, speak on that, because that is something that happens to men sometimes. But I don't know if it's that situation. It don't necessarily seem like it's that situation. It could be, though. It could be, I wasn't there. But he also said that because he's he's a community activist, and the way he moves and the way he speaks, he stays away. He keeps them out of the light because he don't want anything to happen to him and them. Dr. Umar, man, I like you. You say some very good stuff sometimes. Ain't nobody trying to kill you, my boy. Ain't nobody trying to kill you. You not MLK. Listen, and I had somebody bring this up about MLK, and they was like, MLK was a womanizer and he cheated on his wife. Listen, I've seen the stuff that the FBI had and the things that they said that MLK might have stepped out on his wife, and he might not have. His message was never about his wife. His message was about civil rights. That's what MLK was pushing. That's what he was preaching. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to be a flawed man, and if he was a flawed man, that's not an issue for some people. But I'm saying that man died for pushing civil rights and leading the black community in a certain way. He didn't die for that. Dr. Umar is a person who talk about being celibate and the black queen and the black woman is God and the mother Ephi. Now, Dr. Umar does that. He does that. Oh, Lord, I know some people going to get mad. I remember that time he was really preaching on that being celibate and respecting women, and then that stripper that he was dating came out and released them texts about Dr. Umar paying to eat out her backside and all this stuff. I remember when all that happened. Like, I know who Dr. Umar is. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't serve a role and he doesn't speak well and he doesn't have a good message. A lot of times you got to chew the meat and spit out the bones with a lot of people, just like with Charleston White, too. I really don't see them as no different. I don't see them as no different. It's just that Dr. Umar getting his Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies, never he get in that and start doing all that, and he be like, look at him, he's so for us. And then you get all these women coming out talking about how Dr. Umar be trying to smash. And he can say he don't, but when you see him on his Instagram, he a man. My boy stop everything he doing to look at some booty. You know what I'm talking about? He a man though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a man. I'm only a man. But this right here in that situation, I just was like, you know what? Baby girl Vinny. For Dr. Umar, as a man, I'm sorry, bro. He started trying to defend himself. He put all the text that you either on my side or no side. Listen, if you're about the black community and building the black family, there is no other side. You either for that or you not for that. And even in this situation with her vent, let her vent. That's your daughter. That's your daughter. That's your blood. That's your seed. As a man, you're supposed to eat that one. As a father, eat that one. You deal with that in person. You deal with that internally. You don't come to the internet and deal with it because she came to the internet and did it. That's a child. She did what a child do. You a father. Eat that, my boy. I would never come out and talk about my family in the public like that. I never would. But I ain't Umar. Junior.